You know what really grinds my gears? When people talk about the same old anime every single freaking time. Like, people talk about Dragon Ball Z, people talk about Bleach, people talk about One Piece, people talk about Hunter x Hunter, people talk about Naruto. Like, I understand. I was one of those people one point in my life, but I'm not going to be a full on fanboy for only one type of anime and one type of genre. Well, there is one genre I'm kinda in the mix with, and that is the Isekai genre, where anime boys or girls get sent to a different world but with a twist. Some get teleported as a human or an elf or a goblin or even as a woman, a vacuum cleaner. Yes, it's a thing. And even as a spider or a slime or something that is just out of nowhere, out of pocket, looking like a light novel, all the same. Even somebody got reincarnated as a sword. Yes, this has happened. And I definitely love Isekai because you don't know if you're going to be sent to a different world or a different time zone or a different universe altogether. But yeah, some even have game aesthetics. Some basically think that they got game aesthetics, and some basically are just weak as fuck. But most of the time, they are literally OP as hell, willing to kill on sight, and having the bodies of Greek gods or goddesses. So today, I want to talk about my top five, yes, I'm saying five, favorite isekais currently. Okay, we're gonna start off with number five. This anime has not, I want to say, the best reputation. Okay, no, I'm lying. It doesn't have a reputation at all. The anime is called DT Eshin, DT Eskion Saga. This anime was first online video game, kind of like League of Legends or a MMORPG, and it honestly just got dubbed. It was not really that good. It was kind of like Let It Die, the video game that probably nobody knows about as much as I do. Like, but definitely the game had fans. It had fans, and it had so much fans that it got its own anime. The anime was wacky, it was crazy, it was weird, it was pop culture as hell when it came to the anime culture, and honestly, it was really good. I'm not gonna lie. It was actually pretty good. But the thing is, the anime didn't get enough love. It honestly did not get enough love at all. To the point where they had another anime called How to Survive High School. And then we had Konosuba. Yeah, it had the same feel, it had the same type of energy, but Konosuba had more to it. Had more to the. I can't even take that seriously either, because Konosuba kind of just. It really had the same thing. Party members that were useless, a team leader that had the ability to do more, but is kind of a loser, a real loser. And honestly, they have the skills to basically do more and be heroes, but they are kind of wacky. It's like literally a group of wacky characters in one team, and the fact that the team leader is a full-on pervert. So, yeah, it was literally Konosuba before Konosuba. And I really love the story, and I hope maybe one day, no, it won't. It won't get a season two. It won't. Konosuba's still alive, so yeah, it won't. It won't. So now, on to number 4. Well, I just dissed number 4 too. Konosuba. You know what happens when you basically want to die, but it's more of a feel moment where you feel like you're not doing anything. You wish that something could happen. You just feel dead inside, but then you see a moment to save somebody. You want to save somebody from getting hit by a truck. But it was not a normal truck. It was just a lawnmower. It was a tractor. Damn it, Kazuma. Damn it, Kazuma. The main character's name is Kazuma. He basically ends up being brought to a room that has a goddess sitting in front of him, telling him that, yeah, you died an embarrassing death. You died from a heart attack. You died literally pissing your pants, being sent to the hospital, and your parents were called up telling them that, yeah, you died the worst death possible. And then you had a choice to pick a weapon, pick an object that would save you so much trouble. And you decided to be spiteful because the goddess was getting on your nerves. And you decided to pick her. And then another goddess came out of the sky and told her, okay, it's done. You take her away, you go to another world, you end up in a party that basically is beyond useless. And then they get to fight. They literally got to fight the Demon King. And the party sucks. Let me clarify this. This party truly sucks. One party member literally has bad accuracy, but she literally can take damage because she's a masochist. Then we have a magic user that literally has only one ability that she uses, only one, and that's explosion magic. That's it. That's it. She don't. If she could use other magic abilities, she would be OP as hell. She would literally be the most OP character in the party, but no, she just wants explosion magic. And then we have the goddess. Well, she might be OP, but she sucks. She's stupid. She's literally a dumb character. She can't really be used for much because all her abilities are just water tricks. They're like literally party tricks. Like whenever she tries to fight something, like no, she's weak. She's literally weak. She's useless. She's beyond useless. And then we have the main character. He can use stealing magic. But let's face it, this whole party's useless. But with him, he's good to a degree, but not like high level. Say, oh, I am like the best main character. No, he's not. No, he's not. He has somewhat of good looks. He has basically the ability to maybe come off as a possible best character, but I'm sorry, but no. Konosuba sucks as a main character. He's literally a weeb that basically now is going out into the world, and he honestly cannot, in my degree, he is the definition of a gender neutral character. He does not care about if you are male or female. He's basically been through so much when it comes to women when he was alive. Now he just does not give a shit. He doesn't. He honestly doesn't. And it really just says a lot about the character and the other characters as well. He basically would honestly rather like talk to them like teammates, but he just can't do anything unless he is given a proper reason. Now that I got that rant session out of my way and all these laughs, okay, number 3. This anime was actually pretty different. It was actually interesting. The anime is literally. This anime was definitely interesting all the same. It was about the main character. Not only did this character do a lot, like, this character was doing some good things in his life, but at the same time, it went into a. It went into him finding out that not only did he come from a different world, not only was his parents from a different world, but the fact that the goddess that sent him to this world tried to kill him off. She literally tried to kill him off. And she wanted him dead because of the fact that he's ugly. That is hella spiteful. That is not even a good enough reason why you want him gone. That's because he's ugly. You want to say, nah, I'm good. I don't want you in this world. I would rather just have you die. Nah, that's not a good enough reason to kill off a character. But yeah, this is a self-righteous goddess, ladies and gentlemen. And it only led to this character making friends, having allies, because of a god that literally treated him with respect like brothers. But the sad part is this god basically had to go to sleep for 10, 12,000 years. And that's literally how much this character has to go through and find out that this world is beyond corrupt. He literally is dealing with a true corrupt world where he is honestly OP as hell. He can't talk to other people because he's considered a demon. And yeah. It's great to see that this story is really good. He literally is at level 1. That's the funny part about this. He literally is strong, he's powerful, he's OP as hell, but at the same time, everybody sees him as at level 1. And they think that he's not really that impressive, he's not that special, but he's still OP. So there's that. The story's really good. The anime is called Moonlight Fantasy. That's the easiest way I can pronounce it because the whole name is long. The whole anime name is long. That's why I just call it Moonlit Fantasy because it is honestly the easiest way to pronounce this anime. Then we have honestly my other favorite. My second favorite, number 2, which is like, oh my god, it's hard to basically say which one is better because we have two animes in this one because honestly these two animes are neck and neck with each other and it's hard to say which one is better. First is Outbreak Company. And the other one, let me look it up on my phone because honestly, I don't know if it's Gear or because I'm trying to make sure that I get this anime right. Because let me see, anime, anime. Oh no, and I remember it's G.A.T.E. It was G.A.T.E. One anime Outbreak company. That anime is literally the otaku's wet dream, and it was short. It was honestly a short anime, which a lot of animes have been getting nowadays, which I am going to talk about in a different video, where I honestly believe that that anime just talked about how the anime culture could reflect on a fantasy culture. Like, think about it. If you were sent to an anime world, you had to basically not only show them the anime way of life, while also showing them things that go down in our world and how we look at society, how we look at the world, how we look at people, just like how they would look at us as outsiders. Mm. And honestly, it's crazy. Because honestly, when we think about it, if we went to a different country, we would be looked at as outsiders. If us Americans went to Asia, we would be looked at like, oh, what's that? Who's this person? Are those humans? Like, it's kind of like if we went somewhere and they said, oh, that's not an Asian man. Like, is that an African American, or is that a white man, or is that an Indian man? Like, they don't know because they are learned and they are taught in a different way. That's how Outbreak Company felt to me. It felt like, are they really outsiders? Like, are these humans, is the main character an outsider? And then we learn more and more that there are true corruptions going on and true things happening that many would say, oh my god, this is just so meta. It feels so real. But if I had to go with a better option, I would have to say G.A.T.E did it better. G.A.T.E did it way better. Because G.A.T.E came out first, it came out better, and it truly showed what happens if a soldier went to an anime world that had invaded, and you have to deal with language issues. You have to teach them this, that, and the third, and showing them our way of life. And it was just the same plot, but G.A.T.E did it better. G.A.T.E did it way better. Well, Outbreak Company kind of was a bit sloppy. It was. And I felt like I could relate more to. In the beginning, when I was younger, I could relate more to the main character of Outbreak Company. But now that I'm older, now that I'm wiser, I can definitely relate more to the main character of G.A.T.E. And it's really good. Two good animes, in my opinion. I love both of them. I really love to see both of them in different ways of how it would feel if the military decided to use individuals to test out this world and show them our way of life in the way of anime. But both of them are neck and neck in a way, but G.A.T.E still did it better. G.A.T.E still did it better. Finally, number one. And here's an anime that I truly feel deserves more love. And that anime is I'm Trapped in a Dating Sims. This anime, I don't care what people say, this is literally an isekai, in my opinion. I could have chose How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, but I rather choose this one because I really love the manga as much as I love the anime. It was so good that I am starting on the light novel, and it truly has been showing that this right here, this is really good in the way of an isekai. Because right now in 2022, this stuff really does be happening where the whole world is ran by women. It's basically ran by women who are literally arrogant, they're pushy, they're pompous, they're manipulative, they are literally gaslighting, and so much cap going on that I'm like, that's crazy. And the main character was literally treated like that even before he got sent to that world because his sister literally lied and said that he did this, that, and the third. Like he was sexually harassing her and stuff like that. And then the parents literally believed her. They automatically believed her about that. And then he literally got kicked out of his house. She didn't tell him the truth, and that's not even shown in the anime. They didn't want to bring that up in the anime because I felt like that would have been too much because we already deal with that with interspecies reviewers. So definitely they didn't bring all that up. And honestly, she decided to go on vacation and make her brother play this dating sims, and he finished it. He finished the whole game. And the thing was that the anime didn't do, but the manga did. He recorded the entire conversation like a boss, sent it to the parents, and he ended up dying. He fell down the stairs from exhaustion. He's literally been playing that game probably for about like 25 hours or even days because he had to finish that thing to completion. So, yeah, dating sims are no joke. Like I've played some, and trust me, I would be doing that for hours, even days for even. And honestly, he just passed out on the stairs and he fell down them. He died that way. And when he was revived as one of the lower types and definitely the lower beings where he was human. He was a human boy and his name was Leon. And definitely Leon had to learn later on that he was reincarnated because when he found out what was the lifestyle of what was going on, where his father was married to a duchess and having to deal with her shenanigans and having to give her children, having to basically work and farm and not live in a big house. He had to literally live on his own little island. Yes, all the houses in them are living on islands, like literally in air islands. So, yeah, it's definitely interesting to see about that. And he literally had to work hard to get into the school so he could move forward and not just go out and die in battle because that's what his stepmom, quote quote, because literally his actual birth mom, she basically had absolutely nothing to say because his his dad literally had no choice in marrying her. He literally had to marry her or deal with consequences. So he was okay with marrying her, but fell in love with Leon's mom. Those two had Leon and some other kid, but definitely the kids that he had with the Duchess, the father had with the Duchess, yeah, she bugging. She tried to marry off Leon to an old woman who literally had her husbands die on the battlefield. Leon didn't want to do all that. He's smart. He knows this game. He knows what's going to happen if he goes down there. He would die. So, literally, he went off, did these quests, found some items, and he came back with riches. So, yeah, my boy basically got money now. Then, he went in to the academy, found out that there was some girl trying to make it seem like she is the main harem of this story, which I already know who it is. It's gotta be his sister. It has to be because she has this attitude about her. Her personality is just his sister. It's easy to tell. But definitely, yeah, that's the sister. Because she basically has the same personality. And the fact that in the manga it's already noted that she is his sister. And yeah, she tries to use everything that she learned from her brother finishing the game to her advantage, but she kinda ends up having her own problems. When the fact that when the main love interest, and I'm saying love interests, like literally there are multiple boys, basically about 5, 6, 7, that literally are pining for her love. And even the main harem, the actual main heroine, sorry, she basically becomes infatuated with Leon, and the main female antagonist, she falls in love with him, and it's definitely a good story. Like, I love reading this manga and finding out that Leon had a crappy life because of his sister, and his sister was so entitled that she literally ended up putting him in a world where she's literally a part of her people. She's in her element of people that are entitled, so she could easily just fake her way to get what she wants. And if Leon was not in that world, she would probably own it. She would probably do everything in her power to make all of these girls basically be beneath her. Uh, and that is the video. I'm sorry. Like, literally, I had been talking for a minute and I have been literally blabbering on, and it's been 26 minutes. Oh my god. But definitely, those are the isekais that are truly my favorite, and that are five, actually six, but definitely that's beside the point. Definitely, I recommend looking up these five isekais. Number five was number five was D.T. Essen Saga. Number four would have to be Konosuba. Number three would have to be Moonlit Fantasy. Number two would have to be both Outbreak Company and G.A.T.E. And number one have to be I'm Trapped in a Dating Sim. I hope you like this video and you give these a watch. Definitely give these a watch. And I'll see you next time in Devo Vibes Studios.